Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here. So, got a couple of updates for you. And so a couple of things that I want to talk about before getting into this episode. I'll let you look at my lovely face. As you can see, I have a different hat on, Gascoigne's cap. His armor has a decent amount of the better stats that I kind of need. But, a couple of things that I do want to mention here. First of all, as you can see, we've unlocked Church of the Good Chalice. We've got a couple of things here, and we've even got one here, which I'll show you where that is in a second. We have nothing here. So, I guess first we'll start off by talking about non-Bloodborne related things. So first off, this will be late when the comment came up, but I did see the comment on doing Dark Souls 3 next. I will be doing that next, however, it'll be pushed off to next year. Working through it in January and February. Due to Spider-Man 2 comes out this month, later on this month. And I would like to continue doing that into November. And also finishing up Mortal Kombat 1 in November as well. And starting the comparisons in November and December. Keep in mind, the only way I don't do the Dark Souls 3 is if the Elden Ring DLC gets announced and is coming out before February of next year. If it comes out after that, then I will just do Dark Souls 3, but if Elden Ring that DLC comes out first, I will be doing a, not Kermit, but just a regular samurai playthrough of Elden Ring. And a loyal samurai, let's put it that way. Of Elden Ring first so we can get to that DLC, and hopefully the DLC will save the game. Something else I wanted to talk about is, I've done... This is the only Souls game that I've really had on the channel, but, as I know, I've played a lot of Souls games. What I would recommend to you is Bloodborne cannot be your first Souls-like. I would not suggest this being your first Souls-like. Due to, if you're not comfortable with, dodging a lot or anything like that, I really would not suggest doing Bloodborne first. I would more so suggest you doing, honestly, Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3. One of those two first. Another option is Demon Souls. Those would be the ones that I would suggest first, because Demon Souls really gets you used to parrying, and parrying is going to be the key part of this game. And if you do plan on doing Elden Ring first, do not use a shield. If you want to eventually play Bloodborne, get off of using shields. In Demon Souls, you're pretty much forced to use a shield. However, the thing about that is Demon Souls can help you with parrying, and parrying is really important in this game. I would recommend this not being your first one. Bloodborne's probably the most difficult Souls-like to get into, I have found. But once you really know the game, it's decently easy. It's still difficult at times, but... So some updates for you. I beat the Bloodstarved Beast. So we are all good there. I have also beaten the Witches of Hemwick. Neither one of those areas really have drastic story implications, in my opinion. And also, they are not in relation to the Kermit playthrough at all. And also, the Witches of Hemwick, though, do unlock the Memory Altar, so these are the runes we have equipped. These are the only two we have equipped. The Beast Rune is useless for the build that I'm going for. The Beast Rune is only useful for a very specific kind of build. Something else I want to point out. This is the special dungeon. You can see the chalice glyph at the very bottom right. But basically this... I will show it to you, but keep in mind, first of all, I'm only using this for blood vials and quicksilver bullets. Mostly for blood vials, but quicksilver bullets might run out when we get to the DLC, because I have gotten an item called the Old Hunter's Bone. So you just stand here and you get runes because that enemy dies. Um, it's a long, complicated explanation, but the area is not loaded. But the enemy that's there is a hunter and is getting killed by a trap that's not really loaded in. And if you get too close to that area, he won't die. That's kind of how that happens. But it gives you a lot of runes and push off for that. I've only used it once, but as you can see, I have 222 blood vials. I'll only be using it for that. The rest of these levels here, I got completely naturally. Honestly, I could have done a little bit better, but I died a few times. I'll be honest.
Welcome home. What is it? Farewell.
Also, we have a small hair ornament. Small hair ornament here. And just to give you all a quick reminder, first off, we are going to go to the abandoned workshop here. But just a reminder, I sent Gascoigne's daughter back to Isovka's clinic. That's something I had to do real quick. We will eventually be going back there, but not until after we beat Rom. But this is the doll outside of the Hunter's Dream. The abandoned doll. There's only 3 sets of items here. There's the doll clothes that are in this chest right here. I sold those to get a decent amount more runes, and I'll do that. There's another item here. It's called the Old Hunter's Bone. You will only get this if you have the DLC, and it makes your dodge really fast. And honestly, it is extremely good for. I don't know what died, but it is extremely good for Orphan of Cause, the final boss of the DLC, and also Martyr Ligarius, which we'll have to be fighting. And then you'll find something else in this room generally. I believe it's over here somewhere. But also, most importantly, there's actually an item in here, in this thing right here, called a small hair ornament, and that is for the doll specifically. The doll doesn't necessarily have a particular quest. It's more like you can give her items that expand the doll's lore, if that makes sense. Also in this episode, by the way, for future reference, you'll be seeing the rest of the areas that are required. I might do some optional stuff on the side, but those optional stuff are in no way, shape, or form. However, I noticed last episode we only got to one boss. I'm hoping to get. I need to get to at least Shadows of Yharnam in this episode. Not necessarily beat him because the gap between Shadows of Yharnam, Rom, One Reborn, the bosses start to become really quick after that. So we're good there. Anyways, that's all from my end. And also that little skull icon is because I gained 1 HP from a blood gem in my Tharnic. But I'm gonna pass you over to Kermit here in a second. Alrighty, it's about time that we start doing some little shenanigans. First off, we're gonna give this doll a little hair ornament.
What is it? What?
You know, we
What
really
is
gotta
this?
give these
I
baddies these
can't
gifts.
remember. Not a thing, only I feel.
Ain't you about to
A
be feeling something
yearning,
else?
something I never felt before. What's happening to me?
You get your feelings.
Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
About to be a little bit more than joy. I don't know why the fuck we're sitting. Get your ass up. Alrighty, looks like we get a new blood gem. It is not in here. Alrighty, I don't really know what's going on here. Here we are. Alrighty, and the previous You know, the narrator should have shown you where I got those items. Alrighty, I think it's about time we start going back to what we were doing before. Alrighty, we gotta get ourselves that blood gem. No, I don't really think it's gonna be useful for us here. Oh, actually, it's alright, bud. It sacrifices our attack. Oh, Eileen's here. What's going on, Miss
hello
Crow?
there. Perfect timing. I must
Crap.
warn you not to go near.
Alright, sorry about that.
Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. And he's my mark.
Damn, you better not be betraying me.
Don't go near the tomb. I have business. Don't go. I have.
Alrighty, we're about to go there. Alrighty, let's go down this ladder here. Let's go pretty quickly. Making good old Central Yardum. I think Kirkwest actually needs to update first. Oh, the rule! Already, they're gonna scare the shit out of me. Bam! I'm dead. They hurt like a bitch. Alrighty, let's go ahead and attempt that again. Alrighty, let's go ahead and try that again. Hopefully we don't really get our asses kicked. Alrighty, this time you better not scare the fucking shit out of me. Team, I'll come again to your help. Bam! I couldn't get my ass kicked. Alrighty, we got him. Alrighty, and she's still alive, which is fantastic. Damn, you're taking care of the other pimps for me.
But you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all.
Thanks.
You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then.
You bet your ass what you did.
He was falling apart, and I'm sure it had to be done.
Indeed.
But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Damn, you a protector
Try
now?
to keep leave the.
Damn, where you running off to? Alrighty, let's go back to the Hunter stream real quick. Alrighty. See, I don't think we can level up at all.
Very well, let me.
Nope. Alrighty, this will help us with viscerals, I guess. Can't fortify anything. Alrighty, since we aren't really using our gun for damage, we're just going to get some HP recovery. Alrighty, let's double check within sight. We can buy his clothes, but I don't think we'll do that right now. Alrighty, he's still there, just had to make sure. Alrighty, sir. Bam! Alrighty, we have kind of to get killed by this dude. Come on, bitch. Thank you. We gotta do this so we can get our next badge on the list. Damn, I better not be getting married. That ain't the life for me. Bam! Wake up! Alrighty! Really glad we found this lamp. Damn, he really didn't like that door. Hey, what's this note here? Alrighty. Damn, I hear a woman? Damn, what you doing in this corner?
By your garb, the healing church. You've come to save me. Oh, thank you, dear saint. I have no words to express my relief. You can take this at least. It's sure to please an upstanding member of the church like you.
Sure.
Oh, thank you so
I'm only
much.
wearing the clothes, but
Dear
you don't know that.
Thank you
Alrighty.
so much. I was seized on the street by a hulking brute in the cathedral ward and locked up here. There were
We
many
were treated
others,
the
but
same.
they've been taken away. And I've heard moans echoing in the distance ever since.
Damn.
So, then the Bat, do you know some...
Indeed, we're sending you to the chapel.
Thank you. I pray kind.
Alrighty. Now she's gonna run over there. Well, we, have to it. We have a lot of quests up to complete. Wait, why did that buck look different? Alrighty. Oh, you're mine, bitch! beautiful. Water! Alrighty, let's start another stream. Alrighty, do we have fire paper? We do not. That is very unfortunate. There you are.
Oh, brave hunter.
Damn, you kind of look crazy.
You're alive. Thank you very much. The town is in disarray, but they're all together. We await the help of the healing church.
Damn, I don't think you're gonna really help. You'll all turn to furries.
My gratitude to you. Here is my own lowly blood, if it would so. Yes,
It does.
of course. Coming now.
Alrighty, will we ever use that? Nope. Alrighty, is that bastard? Yes, he does. We are not messing with us. We are just going to run. Alrighty, we kind of have to focus here a little bit. I have no idea how he survived. Thankfully, we are immune here. And by the way, most enemies don't really follow you here. Damn, what you chanting? Damn, another baddie? Damn, what the fuck is happening to you? God damn it. Damn, she's turning into a furry. Damn, bitch. I'm gonna thing them toes. Damn, though, even though she's a furry, one of the few furries I'd still tap. Looks like we don't get a good strong game. Damn! I don't know if we can beat this right now. Alrighty, we might be dead here. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious right now? Holy shit. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, we need to heal. Alrighty, we can do this. That's good damage in. Ian just gotta smack the booty. Wait, you just gotta focus a little bit. Reggie's trying to heal herself. Stop that shit. Are we can get a visceral? Beautiful. Oh, look at that damage. That is actually the first time I've ever done that. Heal. We gotta heal. Did you just try to fucking bite us? I ain't into that bitch. Is that healing shit? Oh my god. What the fuck? Damn, she bit us. What the fuck was that? We're dead. There we are. She's probably dead here. Oh, so close. Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go, bitch. We conquered another furry. Let's go. I have no idea how the fuck we did that, but I will take it. That was really close. I have never ever visceraled her before. And then we get to touch whatever the fuck she was protecting.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
Damn! That bitch kinda deserved to die then. She was protecting another pimp's skull. Damn. Alrighty, we're gonna go to Doctor's Tree, level up a little bit. You okay? Ooh, wait. Alrighty, and that's for the DLC, which, we are definitely not prepared for.
Welcome home, good hunter.
We will get our asses kicked.
I must have drifted off. What is it you desire? Very well. Let the echoes become your strength. Let me stand close. Now shut your eyes.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so we need to kind of decide here what we want to go for. We're not into game stage yet to go for arcane. We're gonna probably level these up equally. Not that, but yeah, I think that's good for now. Maybe your damage is fine for now, but I think we'll do some. I think we'll dump some points in the health. Alright, nothing new in the shop yet. Ooh, alrighty, we could buy some Bloodstone shards. We do, though, kind of need to save our insight. We don't really need to repair that yet. Let's go ahead and crack into that. Alrighty, this isn't gonna do any better. This is only useful really against beasts. But we pretty much just defeated our last beast boss. Alright, let's see if we can level up one more time. Alrighty, that should let us level up once more.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me. Farewell, good May.
Alrighty, so now we're not quite going to progress to the next area yet. We still have a decent amount to do. Alrighty, this path here is going to be a little bit dicey. But we should be fine. Alrighty, we're just gonna run down all these stairs here. Alrighty. We're kinda running here for good reason. Alrighty, we're good. We don't really have to talk to him right now. But you know what? We will for the hell of it.
Oh, now, let just tell. I bid you farewell, may the good blood.
And he's just here chilling. Alright, we somehow found our way over to the password. Near the old blood. Damn, like an open sesame. Damn. Rennie was talking to us. We can go down here. Up. A little shortcut. Now, we're not quite there yet, but... well, you know what? I'll warn you when we get there. Fuck! That scared me. That kinda scared the shit out of me. Light the lamp! Light the lamp! God damn. Sorry, cracked a little bit there. That genuinely did scare me. Alrighty, now... ooh, first, that reminds me of something. These little guys don't have hats yet. We're gonna go back here. Or read this little stump. Alrighty, they have little pots. Maybe I could find the top at one of these days. These guys will never become adorned with anything. Unfortunately. I think we're actually going to go to Forbidden Woods and go from there. Okay. So just for this section, you'll be dealing with the actual me due to we're kind of dealing with a pretty major bug here. And speaking of bug, okay, while I'm here, for the rest of this episode, you're just gonna be dealing with regular me, unfortunately, due to number one, kind of low on time, and two, there are a couple of things that I do need to talk about here in terms of bugs and advice for progressing certain character quests, because certain character quests are extremely dicey here. Okay. So, essentially, that brown door that you just saw there, Ariana is supposed to be there. She's supposed to be there specifically after you've killed at least 3 bosses, and I have killed 4. Well, actually, no, I've killed 5, actually. I've killed the Cleric Beast, Father Gascoigne, Bloodstar Beast, Witches of Hemwick, and Vicar Amelia. That being said, I've only really beaten 2 required bosses, those being Vicar Amelia and Gascoigne. So I thought that was it, but apparently, if you visit the Forbidden Woods first, it actually fulfills a condition for getting an item called the Tonsil Stone, and he will actually that NPC will replace all other NPCs to make sure you have grabbed the Tonsil Stone. Which, to this day, I'm still not sure what that does. I'm pretty sure I do, but I've never actually went out and done it. So that is something of note. Other than that, she should have. This is the first time that I've actually encountered this. Because normally, what I actually do is, I actually, under normal circumstances, visit her before defeating Vicar Amelia. So all the NPCs should be normal now. Okay. There we are. By the way, for whistles, you have to do your charged attack, and it has to be somewhat behind them. So now those NPCs should be back to normal.
Oh, my
There we are.
pleasant.
She didn't see me that word
Would
kill.
have taken the scent of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunt, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling.
She is a prostitute, by the way. But we actually need to send her to Odin Chapel.
Goodness. You're a hunter. Might you know the second night is law, please?
By the way, you can talk to her before defeating 3 bosses. However, you'll only be able to send her somewhere if you've beaten 3 bosses. Meanwhile, for most of the other NPCs, you have to unlock Isofka's clinic. We have to talk to Isofka in order to unlock her destination, and you have to have beaten Father Gascoigne and gotten to the Odin Chapel and talk to that NPC in order to get that one.
You, an outsider who's come to join the hunt, you what? And step away from my...
Yeah, he's not a quest or anything.
Well, I'll have nothing. What's this? I heard you... Well, she's a... Why? You think I'll...
We can send him to Odin Chapel. I have actually never met this NPC either. We're gonna send him to Odin Chapel as well.
Too sharp for that bollocks.
If he gets too suspicious, then I can just kill him there. To be honest.
What? Yeah, fuck her. What a phrase you hear on? Yeah.
He shouldn't have came all the way down here. That is extremely rare. So just a few other things I do want to talk about here. In Bloodborne, enemies de-aggro a lot faster than other enemies. Most of the time, the enemies in Bloodborne will de-aggro if you go into a new area, or ladders. Ladders or getting into a new area will almost immediately de-aggro them. Same with any NPC hub area. They won't go in there if you're deep enough into it. However, you can lure them into there and kill them essentially, and get the NPCs killed. All right, though, I'm gonna wrap this episode here. Sorry about the whole shenanigans at the end. It was my first time encountering that, so if you're going for that specific NPC's quest, make sure to do that. But in the spare time, I will be probably doing the first Chalice dungeon just because I need that second Chalice in order to do some other stuff. But we actually did get a crap ton done. We did get a crap ton done. We got Ariana's done for now. We also got Adriana's, the Church Nun's quest, pretty much done. The old lady's always been there. But we also got Eileen the Crow's quest steps done for now. Great progress. Because on that note, I will catch y'all on the flip side.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another little story time. Again, Seventh Son, if you haven't read it, I would really suggest reading it. Again, if you really like Bloodborne, don't watch the movie, read the books. Now, you might be wondering, why is Gamer Grandfather Narrator here, alright? The reason being is because the technology is stupid. And this is the best way for me to consistently record without it taking tons of time. So you'll probably notice a noticeable gap, like a noticeable decrease in the gap between episode 3 and 4. Now, on to the lore. So, Gascoigne's daughter, you're going to get basically Spark Notes here. This is my third attempt at recording this. But Gascoigne's daughter, we sent her to Isofka's clinic for a reason which I will express in the next episode. If you send her to Odin Chapel, she will get eaten by a pig, and we know this because if we kill a pig that's near there later on, it'll drop the white ribbons. So that's interesting. Now, also if we do not tell her to go anywhere, if we give her the jeweled brooch, she will also go out and suffer the same fate. You unlock Isofka's clinic by talking to the imposter version of Isofka. Isofka right now is an imposter. When I talk to her, pretty much once you've been the Cleric Beast or Gascoigne, the normal Isofka is transformed into the Cleric Beast. I mean, it is transformed into an imposter. Now, on to some other character stuff before we loop back around to Gascoigne's daughter. First of all, the prostitute. The reason why we run into a massive bug at the end is, technically speaking, if you beat 5 bosses, a different NPC is summoned and gives you the tonsil stone, and his NPC overrides every single one, including the prostitutes, which I didn't know that. Now, the prostitute will only be able to be sent somewhere if you have beaten 3 bosses, which we did by defeating the Cleric Beast, Gascoigne, and Vicar Amelia. And we also had beaten Bloodstarved Beast and Witches of Hemwick prior to that as well. Now, after we send her back to Odin Chapel, if you send any other NPC other than a suspicious beggar and Gascoigne's daughter to Isofka's clinic, if you send anyone else there, they will die and suffer a grim fate. But sending all NPCs to the Odin Chapel except for Gascoigne's daughter and the suspicious beggar will save all of them. And I think also there's a suspicious man that he will go wherever else you send him, but his quest is kind of useless in my opinion. Now, in other news, let's talk about Eileen before I get to that big cutscene. And I know all of you are curious about Fear the Old Blood, but we'll get there. Trust me, trust me, trust me. We'll get there. Now, Gascoigne. So Eileen's quest does tie into Gascoigne's daughter a little bit. Eileen is the hunter of hunters. She doesn't hunt people. Her job is to hunt hunters. Which she never really refers herself to as a hunter. She refers to us as hunters. And we help her kill Henrik. Henrik is found near Gascoigne. And Henrik was Gascoigne's partner. Both kind of went mad at around the same time. Eileen just doesn't kill hunters that are in their sane mind. She kills them when they've gone over the deep end, when they succumb to the blood. Now, the unfortunate part is when Gascoigne's daughter tells us that she loves us almost as much as her mom, dad, and granddad, she's referring to, obviously, her mother, which was killed by her dad, which we killed, and Henrik was considered by her to be a grandfather, and we killed him as well. So we basically wiped out her whole entire family, which is pretty dark. After we've killed Henrik, Eileen will... Her next trigger is around the voracious spider. Let's talk about the nun next. The nun here... The nun, pretty much you'll only be able to send her somewhere if you're wearing church garb as your main piece of clothing. Okay, the chest piece. Now, the nun, you have to take her blood. If you do not take her blood, or if you have the prostitute's blood in your inventory, the nun will actually kill the prostitute. Which, surprisingly enough, you do actually need in order to get 1/3 of the umbilical cord. Now, some other stuff no, that's pretty much the end of the nun's questline. Something else I do want to mention here is Vicar Amelia herself. The church is kind of structured like the House of Representatives or the Senate. But you have your cleric beasts, which would be your Senate members, and your vicars, which would be your Senate leader. We are the Senate. So just think of it as the clerics are your Senate members, and your vicar is Emperor Palpatine. But Vicar Amelia is a descendant of a guy known as Lawrence, the first vicar. And after you kill Vicar Amelia, we can touch Lawrence's skull. That is Lawrence's skull. Keep in mind, this is the real world still. In my opinion, the real world consists of Old Yarnum, regular Yarnum, Forbidden Woods, Bergenworth, and Cathedral Ward. That is it. And also the real world version of Yahor Ghul that you get kidnapped to. Now, talking about that little cutscene there, the old man in the wheelchair, his name is Willem. Willem here, both him and Lawrence wanted to transcend humanity. Willem wanted to do it by looking inward, but literally. They're putting eyes on the inside, eyes on your head or whatever. Well, Lawrence sought to do it through physical means by transforming our actual biology to transcend humanity. He wanted to turn us into great ones, essentially. Now, the reason why Willem says, fear the old blood, Lawrence, fear it. The reason why he says that is because Willem knows what happened to the previous society known as the Thumerians. And we can't quite get into that until basically we've gotten to Murgo's Wet Nurse, because that boss is super important, and there's an NPC outside of our boss room that is extremely important to the Thumerians. So I'm going to end that little tease for you. Now, in my opinion, Lawrence and Wilhelm represent two facets of bettering yourself in the real world, and like the world that you and I live in. In my opinion, Wilhelm represents meditation, and Lawrence represents health, like your physical health, like working out, your bodybuilders and stuff. And in my opinion, I think those two are examples of what happens when you take it to the extreme. Lawrence, when it happens when you force it down everyone, essentially. And Wilhelm's case, when you're too passive about it and don't really look inward enough, or too much in this aspect, overthinking things. So if you really want to think about it, Wilhelm is a representation of if, meditation goes too far, and Lawrence is if you take bodybuilding and that sort of stuff too far. But on that note, I'm just going to leave you with that thought. In this episode, we will be discussing an issue that I ran into, along with the conclusion of Isovka, Gascoigne's daughter, and exploring Bergenworth and the lore behind before our hunter gets there. So on that note, I will catch y'all on the flip side.